Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. And good morning, I am Nuranisa, an internal accountant by title, but in practice, I am a system integrator. I map flows, diagnose breakdowns, and leads cross-functional alignment across departments. I have seen what happens when no one takes ownership, when system collapse, and it's never just numbers, but it's people, livelihoods, and futures. Today, I'm not here to present a balance sheet. I'm here to speak about a different kind of deficit, our collective failure to act on climate change. The cost is rising fast. This earth is our home, our amanah, and our legacy, and it is crying out for help. Let's take a moment and imagine this. You wake up one morning and the sky is grey, thick with haze, and the air burns your throat. The roads are flooded from rain that never seems to stop. Your children cannot play outside, and your family wonders if this is still the same Malaysia we once knew. According to the World Meteorological Organization, 2024 was officially one of the hottest years in human history. It is warmest years 2024, with global temperature rising 1.5 Celsius above pre-industrial levels. That number might sound small, but behind it lies suffering drought, crop failures, disease, and extreme weather events that affect real people, real family, and real livelihood. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here. In Johor, we have seen floods disrupt life and businesses. In Klang Valley, haze from regional deforestation chokes our air. Across Southeast Asia, rising temperature threaten agriculture, health, and infrastructure. This is a scene from a movie. This is not a scene from a movie. It's our reality, one that is already unfolding, from the floods in Johor and Kelantan to the heat wave across Peninsular Malaysia to the rising sea levels affecting our coastal communities. The signs are all around us. Climate change is happening now. It's no longer someone else's problem because it's our collective duty. Many of us think, what difference can one person make? But the truth is, every single person can make a difference when we act together. In my work, I've learned that when departments don't communicate, when roles are not clear, and when leadership is absent, everything suffers. Climate change is no different. We need to stop treating it as someone else's problem. It's not the Ministry of Environment job alone. It's not just for NGOs or scientists. It's a cross-functional crisis that demands cross-functional leaderships. We need policymakers, educators, business leaders, and citizens to align, to coach, to own. Because without ownerships, there is no accountability. And without accountability, there is no change. As Greta Thunberg, a young climate activist from Germany, once says, I want you to act as if your house is on fire because it is. Her words are powerful because they describe our situation perfectly. We are living in our house on our planet that is burning, but unlike fire in our home, we cannot just run away. We have to stay and fight to put it out. Closer to home, Malaysia has its own passionate voices. Dr. Rinat Sius, a Malaysian environmental scientist and climate change advocate, has repeatedly warned that we can no longer afford to treat climate change as a future issue. Malaysia must act decisively now to safeguard livelihood, food security, and economic resilience. Dr. Siu reminds us that this is not only about nature, it's about people. When climate change strikes, it affects our economy, our farmers, our fishermen, our healthcare system. It is about survival of our homes, our jobs, and our future generation. So what we do now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share 5 key reflections and examples that show why consistent action is the only path forward for Malaysia and for the world. First, the power of individual action. Some may believe that small actions are meaningless, but that's far from true. When a single household decides to reduce plastic usage, it might not change the world overnight, but imagine if every home in Malaysia did the same. The UNEP, United Nations Environment Programme, reported that Southeast Asia community recycling effort is 2023 prevented over 3 million tons of plastic from entering our oceans. That's the power of collective actions. One small choice multiplied by millions of people. When we recycle, we reuse and reduce waste, we create a ripple effect that grows stronger every day. So start small. We carry a reusable bottle, say no to plastic bags, and compost our waste. Every decision you make today is a vote for the kind of future you want to see. Secondly, renewable energy and local opportunities. The world is changing and Malaysia must not be left behind. Germany has already committed to carbon neutrality by 2045, but right here at our home, we also taking step forward. Through Malaysian National Energy Transition Roadmap, we aim to increase renewable energy capacity by 70% by 2050. Solar farms are being built in Kedah and Perlis, and electric buses are being introduced in major cities like Kuala Lumpur and Penang. These are not just government projects, but these represent hope, innovations, and new job opportunities for our youth. If we embrace clean energy, we are not only protecting the planet, but also building a stronger, more sustainable economy. Third, the corporate image of community responsibility. We must also hold companies accountability. Many corporations are beginning to realize that sustainability is no longer optional, it's essential. In Malaysia, more businesses are implementing ESG, environmental, social governance, policies to reduce carbon emissions, manage waste responsibility, and support community green projects. When companies take sustainability seriously, consumers respond. And Malaysian, we can choose to support brands that care because every ringgit we spend is a reflection of our value. Let's demand products that are ethical, clean, and fair, not just convenient or cheap. When business and community align in purpose, real transformations begins. Fourth, education and youth involvement, where the next generations carry the key to long-term change. School and universities must include environmental education not as an optional topic but as essential foundations of learning. In Malaysia, youth movements like My Climate Actions, Zero Waste Malaysia, and Eco Nights are already leading campaigns for tree planting, recycling, and awareness on social media. Their energy proves one thing, that young people are not waiting for permissions to make change. They are already the leaders of this movement, and as adults, we must support them, guide them, and fund their project and amplify their voices. The last key reflections that I want to share is a faith moral responsibility. For Muslims, the earth is not just our home, it's our amanah, a sacred trust from Allah. The Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Araf, verse 5-6, and do not cause corruptions upon the earth after its reformations. This verse reminds us, especially to myself, that faith and environmental care are deeply connected. To care for nature is to obey Allah. To waste resources or destroy creations is to betray that trust. Regardless of religion, protecting the environmental is a modesty shared by all humanity. I have led meetings with top management not because I had the title, but because I had the clarity. I have advocated for coaching, for structure, for alignment because I couldn't stay silent. Climate change demands the same courage, the same clarity, the same refusal to wait for permissions. Today, we explore the urgent truth that climate change is already happening around us. We have learned from the voices of Greta Thunberg and our own Malaysian expert, Dr. Rina Siu, we have seen how individuals, corporations, communities, and youth movement are already stepping forward. But one more than anything, we have learned that these missions belong to every one of us. Let us not wait for another disaster to awaken us. The next floods, the next heat, or the next drought might be closer than we think. The clock is ticking, and the silence is no longer an option. We must be the generation that our children thank and not the one that they blame. So, my dear brother and sister, let's start today. Reduce your waste, plant a tree, educate others, support clean energy. Change doesn't begin with the world, it begins with you. Together, with faith, consistency, and compassion, we can make this earth breathe again. Because at the end of the day, we do not need another planet. We just need to protect the one we already have. Let us be the generation that choose clarity over comfort, system over silence, actions over apathy. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.